What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
so clever. My hat is casting pretty long shadows of light. But anyway, here we are. I'm back today, and I just wanted to speak a little on something that is so important and inspiring to me, and I'm hoping that it can inspire somebody else out there. So I hope that you'll stay tuned, and I will be right back. I might take my hat off because it is a little distraction having dots of white, but I do prefer that. I mean, as long as it's the light. Okay, I'm back, and yeah, my belt was a little, well, it was kind of big. I mean, because it is usually you wear it down low on your hips, you know. But anyway, I mean, these kind of belts you can wear in your hair as well. I just thought I would do that. So, anyway, I have a few little things here. And, I know this does not apply to everyone. And this is two things that I wrote. But I think it's worth sharing because it could apply to somebody and more people than you might think. So this is something I wrote down. This has been a little while back, but it's still so important. And yeah, which one was the one that was? Okay, okay. First of all, let me just say that this journey has been something that I have been so awed by, and I want to say that things have definitely, in this time we're in, for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of others as well, have taken a huge shift. I felt this shift, And it's not so much I have shifted is what's happened. I have taken a huge shift. So in that aspect, things have somewhat changed a whole lot for me. But it's not to say that things don't still happen that can actually be a challenge, because we're always going to have that along with the good. So I had written this in a time that at the time was very relevant, and it still can be. So I say, God told me to tell some of you, and this he told me. So yeah, a lot of the times God speaks to me, and when he does that, I know it's time to write it down. And I actually dated this, but this was one of those times. And I wrote, God told me to tell some of you, and this he told me. When he starts setting the table in front of them, thine enemies, don't be anxiety or afraid, for it is in God's hands now. Always has been. All you have to do is continue to be a light. So that to me was a revelation, because when I started a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, I mean, all my life I've been on a journey that I didn't even understand, but back a ways, I hadn't shifted to where I'm at right now. So everything that was happening was, I was in a different time frame, basically. So with a different understanding and interpretation and perception of it. And in that perception of that, I know for par for the journey is can be a lot of anxiety and even fear attached to that anxiety, because that's just the way it is when you're going through a storm, and it feels like you're alone in the storm. You know, although you're never alone. I mean, when God reveals himself to you, you finally get the understanding and you realize what is happening. You learn to embrace the storms in a different way. But I thought that was worth reading, because somebody out there might need to hear that. And it's so true to not be afraid, because you just cannot, people, you can't count on people, you can't depend on people, you can't depend on man. You got to put your faith in God. Now, there are certain people that, yes, you can depend on. But I'm talking about, like, a lot of times you put your faith in things that are just destined to fail, because it's not their responsibility. It's God. It's God's who you should be turning to. So that's why this is so irrelevant no matter what level you're at. Because when he starts setting the table in front of thine enemies for you, when he makes your enemies your footstool, and he sets that table, you might be afraid and have anxiety about that, because I thought, well, that's only going to cause more hate. But the thing is that it doesn't matter, because it is in God's hands. It always has been. So he gets all the glory, and all you have to do is continue to be a light. So I hope that that helps somebody out there, because I know it's always going to be a relevant thing, and it's not boasting or anything like that. It's just stating the simple truths and trying to ease anybody's mind with anxiety, because if you're living of the world, and if you're counting on man to make you feel at peace, you're going to miss the whole perception of what it really means to have inner peace, because it's not fair to place that upon other people. Okay, that's doing them a disservice as much as it's doing you a disservice. Now, there's a difference between doing that and having people going out of their way mistreating you. That happens, but still, you just be at peace in God's peace. That's why we turn to the Bible. That's why we turn to the Word, because that is the one thing that rises us up every time. Now, I have testimonies that I have not even started to get into yet, and we're still working on some of these testimonies. And I can tell you, when you shift onto a new level, it is very true what they say. You get a whole new set, new levels, new devils. That is in my experience, that is the case. And yeah, I have testimonies. I have testimonies that are even being being processed, and, are just dealing with some things that, will be a testimony where God gets all that glory. But I just wanted to hop on and share that with you. Another one I had wrote, let me see what this is. Okay, so I am not one I never call any people out. I always believed in holding yourself accountable for your own, for your own life, your own circumstance. I know it's hard. I know it's not always easy when you're going through the storm and when things seem to be all piled up against you. But I still give people that I know that people are all going through something. And if I can be of a light in any way, that's what I'm here to do, not to try to make a person feel bad, even those that have wronged me. Okay? I don't even do that. I pray for them. But, so anyway, I had wrote this down. There, I am human, guys. Even though I am, I'm in this world, I'm not of this world. But this is a cute little verse, because this just came to me. This was one of those things that just came to me. And it's so true. As they were scheming and teaming up on me, God was busy redeeming me and all that is connected to me. Now, this takes on a whole... Okay, so back when I wrote this, which was probably some time when I wrote this one, because I had the same time in this, it's been a while back. That was very precise to that, what I wrote there. But now, since I have shifted into a new dimension, I am no longer in that realm, that dimension. I have upgraded, I have shifted. And I have seen the evidence of this, which is testimony as well. And I'm going to elaborate just a little. Okay, so as they were scheming and teaming up on me, God was busy redeeming me and all that is connected to me. Okay, so that's the key, all that is connected to me. Now, that doesn't have to necessarily mean that means anybody that is that you care about and you love, but it is also anything that is connected to your life, okay? Your surroundings. Everything is going to, and I've seen this with my own eyes recently even, benefit. And this is even strangers and people and things and animals and land and this and that. It becomes, because of God, it is like, oh, okay, let me see how I can explain this in a way that God was busy redeeming me and all that was connected to me. Okay, so there's always a greater purpose to what we go through. Many times we have to go through it. We have to go through it to come out of it. You can't come out on the other side if you don't go through it. And once you start to break through and you have a breakthrough, God gives you testimonies. God gives you miracles, and he makes them visible to you, not only inside spiritually, but on the outside, so that you can see and have faith, more faith and testimony. And also it brings in faith for other people when they see all the goodness that is they see. So I'm not going to go into details on everything about that. I'm just going to say this is definitely a different dimension right now. And the part where that I wrote, God was busy redeeming me. He was busy refurbishing me, and all that is connected to me. So that can be even the people that did you wrong, or the stranger, or this or that, or the tree that was dying, or the flowers, or the garden. I mean, it just pertains to life around you, because you're here in this world. You're of this world. You're not. You're in the world, you're not of it. But anything that pertains to you in Christ-like energy and Christ's love will prosper. Because as he redeems you, he redeems everything around you. Because he changes. That's how you shift. That's how the dimension shifts. That's how the realm that you are in, when you level up, when you shift, everything around you shifts as well. It has to shift. That you can't stay in the old when you're shifting into the new, so everything else around you accommodates you in that way. And everybody benefits from that. So I hope that you find that inspiring. And then I had this to read. Okay, so I had wrote this down because I thought this was so beautiful. It's 1 Peter 3:10, and this says, "Think first. Perhaps some of us often speak before we think. Once we do, we may be sorry for what we said. But it is too late. We may say we are sorry, and the person to whom we spoke may be receptive to our apology. Still, it was said, and it could cause hurt feelings and damage. There are 5 things to consider when we speak. There are 5 things to consider before we speak. Number 1, be careful to whom you speak. Number 2, be careful of whom you speak." Let me read that one again. Be careful of whom you speak. Number 3, be careful of how you speak. Number 4, be careful when you speak. And number 5, be careful where you speak. And then this is the little verse. He who would love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. So, yeah, that is so important. Always use discernment and pray. You always have to pray. I mean, things happen to us, and sometimes you think about that. You might find yourself thinking about it in a way that, like, me, I don't harbor any kind of bitterness and things like that, but it can still bring on unwanted thoughts and feelings, and that's natural. That's okay, but always check with yourself and pray to God to give you the strength and the courage to endure and forgive. Because that gives you the upper hand. That gives you the grace you need in every situation, because a lot of times people want to play you. People want to get a reaction out of you. They go out of their way to do that. And unless you're like, I mean, it's, that's just my spirit and my gentle nature. I've been that way all my life. That's probably why I've been in more of a doormat all my life, basically. But, and that's a whole nother thing. But pray. I've had to do it even. Pray to God to give you the strength and courage to forgive. Or at least not to harbor hurtful feelings. To give you clarity and understanding, and at least bring something positive from it. So, yeah, I just wanted to pop in. I hope that was some kind of encouragement for you guys. I thought I would end it with just a beautiful little devotion. And, yeah, my little devotional book. Let's look and see what today's is. Because they've always been right on time and right on point. So, this comes from John 15:5, Ephesians 6:10, and Genesis 1:26 through 27. Okay, so those are the Bible verses where you could go to elaborate on this devotion. But this is do everything. All right, now this is okay. See what I was saying. Okay, now this is a test. This is proof right here that he. Okay, get tuned in on God's frequency, because everything that I just now talked about, and I haven't read this yet, but just listen to this. Do everything in dependence on me. The desire to act independently, apart from me, springs from the root of pride. Self-sufficiency is subtle, insinuating its way into your thoughts and actions without you realizing it. Well, that is so true. Self-sufficiency is subtle, insinuating its way into your thoughts and actions without you realizing it. But apart from me, you can do nothing. That is nothing of eternal value. Now, that's what I talked about the last time, was our salvation. If you want to know more about that, that was the very last video I made, and I went into all of that. But anyway, but apart from me, you can do nothing. That is nothing of eternal value. My deepest desire for you is that you learn to depend on me in every situation. So that was what I was saying. I move heaven and earth to accomplish this purpose. But you must collaborate with me in this training. It's like we're like it's so true. It's so true. Teaching you would be simple if I negated your free will or overwhelmed you with my power. Teaching you would be simple if I negated your free will or overwhelmed you with my power. However, I love you too much to withdraw the godlike privilege I bestowed on you as my image bearer. Use your freedom wisely. Be relying on me constantly. Thus, you enjoy my presence and my peace. And that to me is testimony. That is proof right there of the messages I put out, the things that I had wrote. So I hope that inspires you to know that, yes, well, guard your heart, guard yourself, guard your actions, and don't put yourself, your own authority and judgments before God's. Always check in with Him, always depend on Him first. As you seek the kingdom of God, all these things shall be added unto you. So you seek His face, you seek Him, and all else shall be added to you. Okay, here's one more. It's so beautiful, so touching. I'm going to read this one. The phrase wrapped in swaddling cloths comes from a base word that means to rend or tear. Rend or tear. And points to the practice of wrapping newborns in bandages to keep them warm, to protect them, and to hold their legs and arms still. Ezekiel 16:4, Job 38:9. That's the verse that comes from. At the beginning of his life, okay, I thought this was beautiful. At the beginning of his life, as at the end, John 19:40. That's the verse, the passage. Okay, at the beginning of his life, as at the end, his body was wrapped in rags. He wore neither for very long. He came out of the tomb early on Sunday morning, leaving those strips as evidence of the resurrection. John 25:7. Jesus was born to die. The shadow of the cross stretched all the way back to that manger. There was no room for him at the inn. He had to be born in a stable and cradled in a manger. Yet angels proclaimed his birth from the sky. The king who was born in a barn went on to rule the world. Okay. That's very soul touching. And I know that it's personal to many of you, just as it is to me. Need I say more on that? But it was beautiful. And my hope for you is that you have a wonderful day and you can go about it with a little different perspective, maybe, an insight. And if you take anything at all away from any of this, I would just say, know you're never alone and that you always can turn to Him, because God is the overseer and He is the main decision maker in your life. And yes, we all have free will. Just like it said, it wouldn't be, he loves you too much to bestow, to force that upon you. And He wants you to come to Him, because that way He knows He has your heart and your love, and you are making yourself worthy and an open vessel for him to pour those blessings into you. So so I'm going to stop because this could get long. I don't know, I could go on, but I hope that helped you a little bit in some way and inspired you. And I just want to say, have an awesome, amazing autumn. We are finally into autumn. It doesn't seem it to me really, but I guess it is. And so, peace, guys. See you soon. Take care. Much love.
Fly so high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world.
Watermelon. I just have to pins okay, so water. It's just so thick.
On top of the
And I've started harvesting these little melons, and they are so amazing. I'm just anyway. This is like just. I hope that you are doing well and having an amazing day. I've already, they've been washed, I've rolled them up, and I made like more ones. And they are so cute. They have the loose fit, you know. Now that's why I like the mom jeans, because the mom jeans are not too tight. They're a little loose, so they're comfortable. So these are like a size 8 medium. So these are like super kind of baggy on me. But when you roll these up and cinch it in with like a belt with the right tops, like it just looks so cute and so stylish. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy to find the mom jeans in this color. And then, oh yeah, what is this? Oh my, this, okay, crushed velvet. Oh my god, this is like a weakness of mine.
We just found my dream shoe.
I like excited for spring because that means that we get to spring. Yeah, I hope that it will do well. Stay tuned. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying spring. I'm excited for autumn because that means we're here. Yeah, I said spring, but I meant autumn. Stay inspired.
This is the beet smoothie, and this time I used little jalapeno in it with these strawberries.
culprit of the mimosa. And this must be, there's some coming off of it. It's sweet pods. Oh, this is pretty. Yes. Oh, that was the train. Look at that. There's a whole ecosystem right here. All these different colors. Yes, Stinky. Pretty. I'm popping in with some fashion intervention. Fashion inspo, really. It's what this is, because I was looking for a layering look, and I love layering, and so I discovered something that is so amazing. So what I have done is I have okay, let me show you. So I have done some layering. I've got, this is a skirt, but the skirt is so cute because it's already got the 2 layers. It's got, like, they're both kind of sheer. And this is a beautiful, like, slip dress, but I think it's actually a nightgown. I don't know. I sewed I don't like ones that have the slip necessarily, so I sewed that. It was like an extra piece of sheer in the middle of that. And then what I had did was, this is really cute. This, okay, I've got some thread there. This is really cute, but this was made to be worn this way, where it's all leopard print. And for the look I was wanting, I didn't want all that leopard print. So to my surprise, I turned it inside out, and it is reversible. Although the tag shows there, I don't really care about that. The skirt itself, there are no seams showing. It is reversible. And I know this has always been a little big on me, and I've always layered it with a lot of thicker, bulkier things. But I was just playing around, and I love this look so much that, like I said before, and I like it this way. Like, I like it with the zipper going down the front, although it's probably meant to go on the side or the middle. I like it like that. And I said this before, if it's not working for you, reverse it. And so that is what I did. I turned it inside out, and now I love it. And I'm going to show you, and this is one of my black hats. I just love this hat so much, but I'm going to show you now how I will style this. So the first look is going to be with this big oversized shirt, and all I'm going to do, and look at that, I just love that because, like, see the gold, it's gold, it matches the gold on the nightgown. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I am going to tie this up. I don't want to hide the up of the skirt. And this is going to actually balance out the fullness of this skirt. So, alright, wait a minute. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, we got a minor adjustment. Hold on just a moment. So I'm going to show you this, how I did that. I just tied that skirt up, and not the skirt, I tied the blouse up, right? And you see, you can definitely, and I will definitely be layering this with something else. Right now I just threw on this little tee, but I would be pretty with a gold or a black shirt underneath or a blouse, and I have plenty of those. So this is the first way I would do this. So let me show you. So yeah, it's just a little thinking outside the box, basically, and I love the flowy look. So yeah, this is, I would call this very casual, because the second one is going to be a lot more dressed up a little. So, cute little jacket. I'll show you. This forever, but look at this. Let me show you these buttons. Love the buttons, they match. It was just sort of like meant to be. And yeah, these have several black hats that are just like so amazing. But, okay, so like I would say that yeah, it's got the 3/4 length sleeves. It's sort of a denim. It's got some sparkle in this. So let me step back and let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, I love the. Okay, you stay there now. Okay, so I love that. Let's see, guys. Hold on a minute. Okay, give me more lighting. You know that's usually not the answer. So yeah, can you see? And then of course I love these shoes. I've had these. These were some good shoes because they have lasted forever. I can walk in these shoes. They're so comfortable, and they have a vintage style. They look so cute with the long skirts. They have a high wedge heel, but it's just not too high. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little fashion inspiration. This can easily be turned around and it can be all up with print, which is beautiful. I have worn it that way before. But I really, really love it this way, and I can think of other ways. I'm going to put some other skirts and slips underneath this, just to give it more fullness, since this is really full. But I don't mind that, especially with this little jacket. So yeah, I hope that you like that. It's like, just think outside the box, you know, when it comes to your passion. This just all came about from going through my closet and looking through what I had and trying to figure out how I could get more layers. And then when I found this, and I thought, oh, wait, if we turn this inside out, it's perfect. So these are all just super silky and so good. So this is good for year-round layering, and yeah, you can just perfect for all year round. You can add the leggings to it and stay warm and cozy, and even add boots. Be really cute with boots. So peace out, and see you soon. Hi guys, so I'm back with you, and yeah, I just wanted to pop in and share a little inspiration with you. And I also wanted to show you this really amazing, cute little top that I got thrifting. And I love it because it's got all this eyelet, and I think it can be worn so many different ways, like with the long skirts and the short skirts, and even with jeans. So I'm going to show you, it can be worn off the shoulders, but it can also be worn up high. It's like a little peasant type top. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you how I styled this. Right now I've styled it white skirt and my little Mary Jane's, the double strap, with these shoes. And also the tights I got. These I got thrifting. They were brand new. I washed them, but they have the ribbing. And I hope that shows up because they are so for fall. And I always love the tights that have like the ribbing, because to me that looks kind of old-fashioned, like, you know, like not just retro for like the 60s looks, but I think it can go even way further back, you know, like with the show you this tight. Awesome day. What a good day. Put a little bit. Smile. You're so important, guys. You can make a huge difference. I thought that I would go ahead and show you something else that I got thrifted. And I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look with this outfit, but I think that they're going to be able to be worn with just so many outfits. So, well, hang on, guys. Let me get them. I think I've got them. Yeah, I got these right. I have a thing about low-heeled little booties, and these were like super cheap. I don't know what it is. $3. $3. But what I do is I cut my hubby's socks off at the top to make like little legging things because I think they look better that way. So let's try these on. This is the first time I'm trying these on really with an outfit. Okay, might as well have you here with me. That's like nice. These are so beautiful. Double strap Mary jeans. Yeah, we're going to switch out now. And the first thing I do is I put these little sock things on. And although you probably wouldn't need them, I just kind of bunch them up like that because I think it just it's better look with the feet. So now this is for me. Not wearing boots at all, but you know what? For $3, brand new boots. Let's see there now. They have that nice little sole and a fairly little heel. I prefer even a smaller one, but it's pretty small. So yeah. So let us see how this. Sure. I know this outfit might be a little too frilly for these boots. I can think of some really cute looks to the boots, but I still love them. And actually, I think I'm going to shorten this skirt just by rolling it up. That's a lot better. Do you like her? But yeah, I was so happy when I came across these cute little boots for $3, brand new. because I know that I can wear these with so many different looks. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to share that little thrifting outfit with you. And I hope that you're having an amazing, awesome day, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. Much love. Lots of positive energy to you always. So sweet, guys. Take care.
लागे नहीं कहीं ओ नजरिया